I was an altar boy and sang in the youth choir since I was a little feller.
Me too.
Yeah, I'll drink to that.
Hell yeah.
Confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
What was your confirmation name?
Huh?
Welcome to Room 6. I'm Josh, and today I'm very happy to welcome the social set to Room 6. Introduce yourself, folks.
I'm Justin. I do the guitar and vocals.
I'm Jennifer. I play drums.
I'm Isaiah. I do the bass guitar.
Nice and succinct. I like that. All right, so let's get this right out of the way. Where's your next show?
It is May 4th at the Pussy Dispenser.
LVPD, bitches.
Yeah.
Which is a new place.
It's a new warehouse venue.
I actually help run it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Great. That'll look good on the resume, right?
Yeah, I hope so.
Where is it though?
I couldn't tell you. It's
Isn't it Highland?
It's
on Highland. It's like under the freeway on Sahara.
where all those strip clubs and
Downtown.
And 15.
Sahara and the 15. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Unfortunately, I will be camping with my family, so I will not be able to be there. I do try to make the shows, especially if anybody that comes in Room 6. But unfortunately, I'm gonna be in Utah, so don't rob my house.
We're
All right.
also playing at Eagle Pie 2 days later or 3 days later.
Oh, Evil Pie. I
on
love
the
it.
8th.
Yeah. Have you played there before?
Yeah, we played there a few times.
You see, no Lacey.
Yeah. The
Lacey
last one.
Ferguson, you are appreciated. You rock. She's awesome. Will you be doing any of this music there at either show?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah, mostly that because
So they brought me. They were very, very nice to bring their last CD they made, 500 Days of Bummer. And I actually did a review of this on another video. Link up there. Check it out. And in the meantime, let's chit chat. So, real quick question. How long have all three of you, well, how long have you each been in Vegas?
I've lived here my whole life, pretty much. I moved to Overton with my family for about like 3 years when I was like 12 to like 14 or something like
I'm
that.
sorry for you.
Yeah, it was lame, but most of my life I've lived out here in Vegas, born and raised.
Right on. Next.
I'm too lazy to count, but I moved here in 2002.
Okay,
So-
that's 17 years.
17 years.
Yeah. Stay in school, kids.
6 years. for
Right
me.
on.
Yeah.
I've been here, what are we, 15, 16, 17 years? My father-in-law's off camera. Yeah, exactly. Look, once you're here 10 years, you're a native. So, now how long have you been a band?
4.5 years.
Okay.
Right on.
But we've been playing together for 5 years, but we started under a different name with a different lead guitar player.
What was the different name?
We were called I Can a Mormon.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss it.
You miss it? Was
The
it different?
name.
Was it different style?
No, just she
No,
misses
just
the
the
name.
name.
It's
Oh.
the same song pretty much as the first
You
album.
know, you can do that thing where you book yourself as a different band name, and people show up and they're like, oh, hey, it's them. They fooled us. Haha.
We can do that.
Yeah, we could do
We
that.
could do that.
Why don't we do that?
I don't know.
Last time I checked, it's a free country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got it.
So far. So how long have you each been doing music?
I think I played in my first band in 2014.
Okay.
So that's 5 years, right? Yes, 19.
I'm open.
Yeah, 5 years here.
I think it's 6 for me, because I was also into like 2013 when I started.
Okay.
In, like high school and stuff.
Did you start out with drums?
Yes, because I did jazz band and marching band.
Jazz.
Yeah, and percussion.
Right on.
Yeah.
I was an altar boy and sang in the youth choir since I was a little feller.
Me too.
Yeah, I'll drink to that.
Hell yeah.
Confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
What was your confirmation name?
Huh?
Did you go through confirmation?
Wait, what denomination are we
Oh,
talking
okay,
about?
Catholic. Sorry, usually you hear altar boy, you think Baptist. Baptist. Okay.
Southern
Right
Baptist.
on. Yeah, they don't do that there.
But I graduated to leading the youth choir
Oh, shit.
when I was like 16. And then, I don't know.
So you started singing.
Yeah.
How did bass get in there?
Tell him.
We were starting. I can't remember. So I first had a band called Earthlings Welcome that we started with a friend of mine from high school, 2 friends of mine from high school,
Okay.
and then that fizzled out in like 5 or 6 months, and then we were like, me and the guitar player were like, we still want to play music, so he was like, oh, I know this dude who's willing to learn how to play bass. And
Willing to learn.
Yeah, he didn't know
That-
he didn't know how to play bass. Me and Alan taught him how to play it, and then that's kind of how he
I played the
started
same
playing
3
bass.
chords for our first show for
Yeah.
every song. It was,
I was there.
That's punk.
It was tight.
That's more than one genre of music, actually.
So
Excuse me. Wow.
yeah, he just learned over time, and he got better, and now we're here.
There you go. I know of at least 2 other bands in town that have been on this show that the bass player was not originally a bass player, or at least was like, "Hey, you want to play bass? Oh, yeah, all right. I want to be in the band." So, and it turns out they're amazing bass players. So, especially if you come from a guitar background, but come from a singing background, it also helps because you get an ear for what works and what's it missing, kind of thing. I'm gonna here's one of 2 normal interview questions. Early influences.
Like band wise, or just stuff that we listen to.
What got you doing music? What influenced your process of becoming who you are now as a musician and a songwriter? In any
As
order,
cliche as it is, like I love Nirvana a lot, and that's kind of the reason I always wanted to play the guitar.
Nothing wrong with
Was
that.
because I just loved how like simplistic his guitar playing was, but how like raw it was. I don't know.
Right on. It was one of those, like, somehow he took, like, there's no new music.
Yeah,
Somehow he took what we all know and made it somehow his, which
Yeah.
is all any singer-songwriter, guitarist wants to do. But yeah, I'm down with Nirvana. I mean, I'm definitely more Foo Fighters now.
yeah.
I hate to say it, but
No,
They're
that's
good.
not good.
you don't like Foo Fighters?
No, I do like them.
Oh.
No, but I can understand like why you would say that because it's like they have more stuff and they're more.
Yeah.
He's alive.
But no, it's more that as a frontman go, I'm more Dave Grohl than I am Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
And a lot of the story of Foo Fighters, if you've ever seen the movie, I have that in my past. So it's like, okay, I can identify with that. I have to apologize for any weird audio. There is a dog savagely attacking a stuffed toy right now. This is what happens when you record a show in your kitchen. Are you done? Every interview, that dog has to make some sort of appearance. All right.
Absolute champion.
Early influences for you.
For me, is the Strokes.
Nice.
Yeah, I love them. That's like my only answer.
I always liked them. Like, their music is straightforward. It's what you hear is what you get. Kind of like Black Beatles. But I always liked their videos.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell there was a lot of talking and a lot of figuring out how can we do this, like, take this simple music and make it really stick in people's minds. And I still think there's a big purpose for music videos personally, even though MTV, like, I don't even know. Was MTV playing music videos at all during your life?
Yeah,
Yes.
I
Okay,
used to
good.
love.
Yes.
Well, I used to watch Fuse TV a lot more than MTV because they
Oh,
had
yeah.
more alternative rock on there than they had on the MTV when I was growing up, at least.
Right on. Fuse TV wasn't around when I was growing up. Anyway,
It's okay.
noise.
Yeah.
I was like a 3 out of 10.
Room 6. Class. What about you?
So, I guess it would be like Jay Retard and Jack Oblivion and Ty Segall. Like just some garage rock.
Right. You were already
stuff.
kind of on the fringe of things in terms of musical influences. You were listening to the people that weren't necessarily getting like radio and
Yeah,
all
definitely.
that. I don't know. For me, I knew I wanted to be a singer, and I knew someday I want to be in a rock and roll band. And I would. Back when MTV and VH1 had videos, I had a VCR. Now, I would record. Okay, I know that they're gonna have the kind of music that I really like and that I want to be singing like. They're gonna have those kind of videos at this particular time. So I would record them, and then I just watch back and I would listen and practice. And that's
So you pirate them?
no, because I didn't actually try to like sell them or anything. But no, I mean I used to front my first band I ever fronted, Magic Viewing Patch. Shout out MVP San Diego.
What's that one?
I was.
Do that one.
He can do it wherever he wants. It's not at that one because that one doesn't want to work for some reason. But I was frontman, and every member of the band except me was in high school marching band before, and they all switched to their instruments. So the keyboardist was, I forget what he played, but the drummer was, drums, and the lead guitarist, John Paul Reed, great name, amazing lead guitarist. He was a horn player, and somehow just decided I want to play guitar. I forget what the bass player played as well, but we were really good looking back. And I'm like, damn, why did we want to break up? But we were described as Eddie Vedder with the Stones.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, and you're like, I think I'll take that.
Yeah.
But that's what I was listening to was Eddie Vedder and Nirvana and Metallica. If you want to learn enunciation.
Yeah.
Metallica. Yeah. All right. Current influences. I know you're working on a new album.
Yeah.
Do you have a title yet?
It's called Happy.
Nice.
Yeah.
You went short this
Yeah.
time. So I know your other album titles are a bit long.
Yeah. We got short album title, long song titles
Right on.
this album.
You got Pharrell Williams on it? Just kidding.
Yeah. We got a feature with DJ Khaled.
Shout out to our boy.
Can't handle those hot wings. Anyway, yeah. I've got to get a shots fired look like graphic or something. Congratulations, you just played yourself. But as you work on your new CD, and also kind of you play songs over and over, you tend to change them a little bit. I know how it goes. What's your current musical influences? Like when you're working on a song, you're trying to write a song. How do I want to convey this image or whatever? What music gets you going or gets you to that place? Or influences your decisions?
There's this super independent artist that plays like acoustically type indie stuff called Worst Party Ever, and a lot of that.
Are they local or
no?
Okay,
I think they're out of California. No, they're out of Florida.
Florida man.
Yeah, and then I've been listening to a lot of like Pixies and like My Bloody Valentine, that kind of stuff.
Okay, I can totally hear all that in what you do.
Yeah.
Although I don't know the
Worst Party Ever.
Worst Party Ever yet. So I'll have to track him down.
So that's been a pretty big influence lately.
Right on. Anybody else?
For me right now, it's Ty Segall and Wand, the OCs, and I forgot what else. Oh, Meat Bodies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Meat Bodies I haven't heard.
Okay.
What style or what are they doing?
It's the same thing as like the OCs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on. So you're not going way off into left field, so to speak, to do that. You're saying this is what I want to play, so I'm going to listen to what I'm doing, basically.
Well, no, like how you said, like it gets me going. I listen to it and
Right.
it just gets me going. I'm like, oh shit, like those motherfuckers are getting down. I'm like, okay, I'm with that.
Okay,
like,
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm that way with Foo Fighters. Like,
Yeah.
I used to have an electronic drum set, and if I ever was having a bad day or whatever, plug in the phone, plug in the headphones, put on Foo Fighters, and just pretend that I could actually drum.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not a drummer. No. I'm a singer who happens to play other instruments. That's about it. How about you?
Been listening to a lot of the Mummies lately.
Okay.
Not necessarily for the musical content, but for their stage presence. Really, their energy.
Nice.
They just get up there and they're like dressed in mummy costumes. They just beat the shit out of each other.
Like
Oh,
every
yeah.
show is mummy costumes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That's gotta be hot.
oh, it's terrible.
Yeah.
I bet.
Get down though.
I got a picture of the first drummer for my indie rock band, The Suspense. Shout out Chris Becks. I got a picture of him for Halloween. He was a mummy, and somehow he had figured out I can drink and smoke through this thing. So I got a picture of a mummy smoking a cigarette. It's really cool.
Sick.
Moving on. This is the other usual interview question that every musician hates. How do you define your musical style?
Uh,
Yes. oh, who do you
With-
sound like? You know, that kind of stuff. But no, seriously.
I don't know.
For anybody who hasn't heard you, who doesn't know
Yeah.
you, but is for some reason watching this video, how would you describe, what you do?
I feel like it's like we've been compared to the Ramones a lot,
I was gonna say that too.
and I guess that's
High pitched.
like it. We're like
Not like we sound like the Ramones,
Yeah, we're not-
but more like that attitude they had when like CBGB started. Did I say that right?
yeah,
Yeah.
CBGBs.
Okay, yeah. Like just like that like punk raw pop punk.
Right. It was
Really pop
they were
punk.
pop punk before anybody knew what pop
Yeah.
punk was
Yeah,
really. And
yeah.
that's kind of what made them such a big deal. But
We've been called the American Pie Band, the Tony Hawk Pro Skater Band.
own that. Yes.
So, like, pretty much that. I guess that's what we sound like. We sound like we belong on one of those soundtracks.
Yeah, totally. I having done the review for your CD, 500 Days of Bummer, available on Bandcamp. I got the pop punk surf guitar,
Yeah,
which was really cool.
we're
It
kind of
worked
dropping
really
the surf guitar thing on this new album. It's more grungy and like,
well. Good. You should evolve.
but everything else is pretty much the same on this one. It's just a little different.
Right on. I noticed you don't go for the whole yelly, screaming kind of thing.
Only on a few songs. I don't know.
Generally sing
I'm
about
not-
how you need a beer.
Yeah, I'm not really like. I don't consider myself like a good vocalist or anything. I just kind of fell into the role of being the vocalist. So
Honestly.
I liked writing lyrics and I liked writing songs, but I didn't really want to be the vocalist. But I
Right.
just ended up falling into it.
Honestly, if it's what you feel like, I have something to say.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say it, and this is how I want to say it. And now that's a hard cider. I'm just saying, that's a hard cider. It's not a beer.
It's an apple beer.
Yeah.
Have you had hard cider before?
I've had reds.
Pretty much same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
The last
I'm
one in
with
the
it.
house. You enjoy that.
Lord.
It's only my favorite drink. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
mean, I'll give it to you.
No, that's fine. I'm just kidding, man. Cider Bros.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
Welcome to Angry Orchard Land.
sponsor me. Ooh, goddamn. That's a spiked Snapple.
One of these is about 1.5 times more alcoholic than a pint of Bud.
But
Shoot.
Yes,
Like,
That's dangerous.
it's.
or Bud.
But by the time you get to the end of the bottom of the bottle, we're going off topic here. By the time you get to the bottom of the bottle, all the bubbles and everything, you gotta be careful. Don't start doing shots and stuff because you're gonna burp and have a bad time.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm just kidding. No.
Having said that, Anybody want shots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. We're only on the green card. So, I agree with what you said about your style. The surf guitar thing is definitely something that it could go
Yeah.
and it can stay. It is just as long as what you're doing is authentic. This is what I feel.
Yeah.
You're not phoning it in. You're not saying, "Well, people like this, so I'll make a song like this."
Yeah.
Then, that's a singer, man.
Yeah. I only know how to be me.
That's
That's
gotta
all
be
I know.
me.
That's all I know
All right.
how to do.
Musical goals. Any musical goals that you have? Like, I'd love to learn how to play this instrument, or I'd love to, learn this style of music, or what have you.
I guess.
And it is okay to
You go
say I
first.
don't have an answer or something.
You
It's
go
okay.
I would like to go ahead and say that someday I would like to meet Dolly Parton.
She's amazing.
If you're out there, Dolly, and you're watching right now,
I'd be amazed.
I love you, and I would love to meet you. And so hopefully our musical talent gets us on par with her someday.
Well, it's a bit of a different genre leap there.
Well.
Yeah, but you know
We'll
how
do
many
our country
instruments?
album.
Do you know how many instruments she plays?
How many?
Something like 7 or 8, I think.
Lord, that just makes me love her more.
Yeah, I know. In one show, like she puts on 2-hour shows still. She plays all her. I mean, granted, some of the instruments are like the harmonica. She plays them well. But it isn't like she plays drums. She plays bass. No, I mean they're all generally still string or voice type things. But yeah, Dolly Parton, you rule. We're gonna take a quick little change up here because at the time of recording, Easter just happened last Sunday. And because you're here, I got something to show you.
Boy.
I'm nervous.
My family for Easter was going to give me this. This is Big Binks, a real milk chocolate bunny. Yes,
Whoa.
about this big. However, they forgot to give it to me, so this happened.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah,
This bitch is gone.
this is what happens
Bro,
when
I'm
you leave
sure
it in the
that happened all the
garage
time.
and it just melts inside itself. So if anybody wants some chocolate, it's decapitated. You'll notice it's a shell of itself, but
I like its eyes.
it's you would. Anyway, the bow is not edible. Don't eat the bow.
Oh man, that was the only part I was
I know, right? Anyway, so that's there. I'm just gonna put
I
that.
live in constant fear of that image in my brain.
I didn't realize at first. They were laughing and they showed it to me, and I'm like, what? I don't get it. And I looked, I was like, oh my god. It's a scary thing. So now that I've traumatized you and given you nightmares, favorite show memory, like a show you've done, you've been part of.
Fuck.
I feel like anything at the Garth.
Anything on
Garth.
the Garth was great, especially that Santa one where everyone wore the Santa hats.
Yeah.
I got really down on that one.
That
That was a lot of fun. Playing with no parents was a lot of fun.
At the Garth.
At the Garth, yeah.
Yeah, camera 3's back up for now.
Trying to think of more. We just played the bunkhouse for the first time. That was
Bunkhouse
pretty cool.
Saloon version 4.0.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's
There wasn't
awesome.
really many people there, but still.
It's
a
one of
goal
those
to-
venues
to
that
hit.
you're just happy to be playing it
Yeah.
because the sound is awesome and what's his name? Whoever the sound person is at Bunkhouse, you
Does a
rule.
great
I'm
job.
sorry I'm blanking on your name right now. Any other favorite show memories?
What was that show where we jumped into Jin's drums?
Sorry, you jumped into the drums?
Yeah,
we both just like jumped into.
That was
them.
Mindset's like birthday show.
Was that when we were all Kurt Cobain?
Yeah, we were all.
we all dressed as
Yeah, that's what Kurt Cobain thing to do.
for a show.
Yeah, we all
We
had
all dressed up.
long hair and
That's
we
hilarious.
all wore flannels and
Flannels and big sweaters and
Yeah.
cardigans.
yeah, and we jumped into her drums
That sounds
together.
painful.
Oh,
Oh,
I've done it
we
a
do
few
it all the
times.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's just fucked.
All the drummers I know would,
I broke
would
her-
beat me badly if I did that.
I know, it's,
isn't that when
it's
your bass drum broke? Was because of that
Mm,
the little thing on your
probably.
probably. We have really cheap equipment.
Honestly, every guitar on the guitar wall in room 6 is under $200. Most under 150. The performance that is totally not recorded before this. You played on an $88 one back in 1992.
Well, how much is it now?
mine was free.
Less.
Oh, okay.
And then yours was like $199 Guitar Center special. Sponsor me. So, speaking of favorite show memories and the Garth, etc., favorite venue? Is it the Garth or?
It would be the Garth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Cigars.
definitely.
Yeah,
Okay.
that place was. We were called the
The house.
The
the house
band.
band. Yeah.
Oh,
We
I
played there
always
so
wanted
much.
to be the house band. Be like, we're playing here every blah blah blah.
And like it was
Yeah.
never even.
One time we
like,
played
our-
like 4 shows in a week, right?
Yeah,
We played like 4 shows in 1 week at the Garth.
it was never our genre. It was like
Yeah.
we'd be playing with metal or some hardcore punk
Like a rap
stuff
show.
or a rap show, a ska
Yeah.
show, and it's just us playing some like
Uh,
indie music.
yeah. Promoters, this has been a discussion of multiple interviews. Promoters, get your crap together. Stop doing that crap.
It's my fault.
No,
I
no,
say
it's-
yes to it.
No, but but if they didn't, I've fronted an indie rock band where it was opened by one guy on acoustic, and then we come out with our straight ahead rock and roll, and then heavy metal makeup,
Oh,
like,
oh.
and you're just like, yeah, it's great. Okay, I can appreciate it as a musician, but as an audience member, you're like, the hell? I'm not going to stick around for this. I came for this, and so promoters, knock it off.
Remember that first show that we played at the Garth, where I busted my head open?
Oh, yeah.
Remember the bands
Yeah.
that were playing that night?
So this is music
So
video stuff.
awkward.
Jumping in the drums, busting your head open. You got to get that on video.
Yeah.
I try to do. I do this like roll thing. sometimes on stage,
You tumble.
yeah, I try to like tumble backwards and keep playing. And
You do it really well.
I do it
That
really
time.
well usually,
See.
but I fell off the stage and hit my head on the concrete.
Yeah, bad.
Ow.
Yeah.
Were you bleeding?
No, but it was like I had a big old lump in the back of my
Yeah,
head for like a
bad.
week.
That's pretty punk, I gotta say. All right, from favorite venue, dream show. Now, yours is probably something to do with Dolly Parton, but what's the dream show? What's like, I would love to play this show with this artist, or I would love to play this particular venue, or whatever. What's the dream show that you guys want to do as a band?
KEXP Seattle.
Yes. Or
What is it?
or the smell in
Yeah.
California.
That's easy.
I know that's
You can
easy,
do that
but I still
easily.
really want to do it.
No, honestly, it could be anything.
Yeah.
Any of those like KEXP or Audio Trees, that would be the
Yeah,
ones.
that's the- yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Any of those
That'd
would
be
be
tight.
really cool,
I would love to play CBGB, but that's not gonna happen. You know.
right?
No, what I would really love to do is personally, I love to be the front man at a festival.
Yeah.
I don't know
I've
if I could do a festival. I'm so scared.
I've headlined, which means you go last.
Yeah.
I've headlined at a music festival before, but it was like in a park. It was 50 people. You know,
We've
I
done.
want to do that just once. I'm gonna walk out, like it's just a mob of people, and they're just happy to be there.
Yeah.
You know, and then you start rocking, and you feed off each other, and I want that experience, even if nobody buys a CD at the merch tent. You know, I just want them just once.
We've
Mark
played
that off
the
my little
local.
list of rock and roll moments.
We've played the local
That's
festival Summer Bummer a couple times at
Nice.
the Hard Rock with the vinyl.
We headlined?
No, we didn't
No.
headline, but
Oh,
we
I
played
was
it.
like,
we
what?
didn't headline, but we played it.
Yeah, that's
We played.
Pretty
We opened
dreamy
the
show.
first time, and then
Okay.
second or third the second time.
No,
Was it third?
we were like third or fourth.
Yeah,
They
The
gave us
second
free
time.
access to the buffet.
yeah, that was the best part of it.
The best part.
Yes.
Of it. The best part.
Bands will always prefer food over a bar tab.
They had free beer too.
Ideally both, but if you tell me, you know what, you gotta pay for your own drinks, but here's ribs. You're like, oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, pizza, okay, sure.
I'd rather be fed than drunk.
Fish sticks and custard, I don't care. Doctor Who reference. Anyway, you like chocolate?
Kind of.
Kinda?
I can take it or leave it.
Oh god.
Are we gonna open it now? Can we open it now?
Are we gonna put it on the counter like a human
Yeah.
sacrifice?
Jennifer wants,
Just, like,
wants
dig
the
into
button,
it?
but
I love chocolate.
it just seems such a shame to make such a big deal out of it and not taste its sweet, sweet milky flesh. Oh, please, I got room.
I we recycle in this house.
I was
Plus,
just
I think the reflection of everything makes
I
it
do
sort of.
recycle.
Oh my god, it's oh it's oh
I-
no oh honey no oh
Oh, honey, no.
I'm gonna have so much fun editing the audio on this.
Can I have the bow tie?
You may have the bow. You brought me a pitch of foot. You can have the bow.
That's all I really wanted.
All right, for those of you that didn't get a good look, this is what happens when you leave your gigantic Easter bunny in the garage. You get the eyes.
fucking nightmare.
Eyes. So, help yourself if you want. I apparently am going with discarded neck meat, I think.
No, what the fuck?
I'll take an ear.
It's pretty good.
I want the eye.
Any local Las Vegas musicians want to come to my show, I feed you.
I can't get it.
What I feed you is questionable, but what do you want? You want the eye?
Yeah.
Can this move over? Or I'm just worried about this falling
Oh.
all over the ground.
The llama fell. That's what you printed llama for my coworker.
It's cute.
Llama. Now it's flying llama.
My teeth hurt.
There you go.
Oh, cool. I can put it on like this.
Oh god.
And there's my thumbnail. Thank you. God.
I want to try to keep it on though. There you go. Shit.
Oh my god. All right. Now that we're hopped up on bunny corpse,
Sick.
I can.
the eye's probably like a super hard candy thing. Crunch. Nice. All right. I've got milk, by the way. Let's talk gear.
Oh shit.
Yes, every musician starts drooling. Current gear.
Uh,
How are you doing that with a bow tie?
on magic.
He stuffed it.
I'll just say it goes with the nails really nice.
Thank you.
The pink matches. So, current gear.
Okay, I guess I'll start
Uh-huh.
because I know the most about my gear than you guys do.
Right.
I know.
I don't know what I play.
Right now I have a Fender Twin Reverb.
Don't look at
Yeah, I
me.
think it's a Twin Reverb.
You're looking at the bass player to see what you have?
Then you know the most.
It's okay. No,
I
that's...
think that's what it is. I bought it off of a coworker.
It's fucking heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Right on.
It's the heavy thing.
I used to have a heavy Tysco Del Rey from 65 that I bought at a pawn shop and I left it at the parking lot of Hooters Casino. I missed that thing, but it was heavy. The whammy bar, it started like that thick and ended up like that thick.
Wow.
It had gears and everything moved and I was like, what is that? And I missed it. I hope you're enjoying it, whoever took it.
And then I just got a regular Fender Strat, one of the off-brand ones, or whatever they're called.
What about your aunt?
That's the Fender Reverb, Twin Reverb.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Deluxe. Or
Yeah,
whatever
I'll be
it
right.
is.
Pedals?
Right now I got a Big Muff fuzz
Of course.
pedal, one of the Boss chorus pedals, and a blues driver. And then I got just the regular reverb and flangelator or whatever it is.
Flangelator?
Yeah.
The surf rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you?
So when I first started playing drums,
Sorry,
sophomore years, I think that was
I'm choking on chocolate juice.
okay. I was like 2011, and I saved up my birthday money to buy myself a drum set. It's a shitty ass drum set. I still have it. I changed all the
Okay.
heads, so it sounds okay. But it's a
Slowly falling apart.
Starcaster by Fender, which is fucking weird because
Wait.
everyone's like, "What did you say?" Yeah, like that.
I know the Starcaster was a guitar.
Mm.
They made a Starcaster line of drums?
Yeah, it's really shitty.
What?
I got it for like 200.
Fender sponsor us.
Fender, what were you... Never mind.
I don't know, but that's like the shell that I have. But all my
Getting kids into rock since...
heads are, I forgot. But my symbols are either Tama or Zildjian.
Right on.
What did I say? My heads or did I say symbols?
Your symbols.
Okay,
you said
yeah.
toms.
You said your heads, you don't remember what they
I think
are.
you said toms. I don't know.
Ringo, just say no to,
Symbols.
just say no to chocolate, kids.
I'm
Damn.
dyslexic, so I can't
Chocolate's hitting her
pronounce
hard.
the word. I gotta go home.
The bunny eyes.
I don't remember what your bass amp is.
I got a bass guitar I stole from a guy, and then hey, fuck you, Kyle.
Wow.
Well, he stole one from me, so I stole one back.
There you go.
Anyway, and then the bass
Oh,
amp
yeah,
is, I don't know what's a bass amp.
I bought it like last year and I don't
Yeah.
remember what it was.
Before that, I was using a guitar amp that was stolen. So
Yeah.
So what you're saying is none of you are actual like gear whores and
No.
you know and that's okay.
Yeah.
Honestly.
You don't know anything about
Honestly,
this.
you play with what you got and you
Yeah.
do what you can with it. And let that be a lesson to any new musicians out there. Find get what you need to get going and get doing things. You don't have to have the super fancy expensive stuff to rock or to make any whatever music you want. It's nice if you know what you have.
Yeah.
For the first two bands that I was in, I didn't have a guitar amp and I just borrowed an amp every show.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, so
That's drive. That's good job.
Or pumps on help.
yeah.
All right. So from current gear, let's talk dream gear.
Oh fuck.
Oh honey. Oh honey.
Yeah, this is where everybody's like, okay, here we go. I'm gonna get a drink for this. Excuse me. You just start talking amongst yourselves about the dream gear.
I already forgot what it was called, but I know it's so beautiful in there. It's used a lot in like jazz bands.
It's a drum set.
Yeah.
May I have one too?
And I remember they didn't have
I
it
don't know
for a
what
while,
it
but then they brought it back because it was in the
I'll have
van.
whatever you want.
Okay. You're not driving, right?
Huh?
Oh, I'm driving.
Good.
What the fuck is it called? Just anything jazzy for me. Like I think my favorite
Like
drum set is like the
I
one
don't. Oh, yeah.
Ringo Starr uses.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that
Yeah.
setup,
I'm
the
from
setup
Tennessee.
itself. Like I love it.
Kentucky's
I don't
my
know.
cousin.
Because
Can't
even
get
though
this
I
in
can't
bars
play
for some
jazz
reason.
that well, I
Yeah,
just
people-
love that shit.
Those are nice drum sets.
Yeah, they are. They're so beautiful. It's like
Lord,
Uh,
I'll be doing backflips.
I pretty
out of
much
this
have
place.
my dream
Oh,
amp.
with bourbon, you'll be sleeping.
yeah, the
Like,
bitch
that's-
is heavy.
Yeah, that's my dream amp right now. So that I got covered. I already have what I want as far as amp goes. Guitar, I could use a better guitar.
Yeah.
I'd like a
The
like a regular Telecaster or a Les Paul
Yeah,
sounding hollow.
Yeah, I remember you talking about the Les
Yeah.
Paul one a lot, and I could see you fucking it up in a good way.
Yeah. What about you, buddy?
Jesus. I guess like a good guitar and a good amp.
Yeah.
You play bass, honey?
I once a bass guitar. I once met a
Simple
guy
man.
who had something called like a Dana Electro,
Oh,
and that thing was real sweet. It was all twangy and shit. I don't know what model it was, but it was a nice thing.
mhm.
It did the sound.
It did the sound just how I liked it. I don't know about music.
Pardon us. We're having bourbon.
Where's mine?
You're driving. You just said you're driving.
Yeah, but I can hang.
You all right?
Don't listen to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you.
You shouldn't be driving.
So, I already told my sob story. This leads to we go to the highs of dream gear. Do ever lose gear?
Mm.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
My fucking snare stand.
That's it.
Was
That's
it
it.
that-
I was mad.
was that one show?
It was at the Garth, and
Yeah.
like I let some food like borrow my snare stand, and I went back in to look for mine. Gone. You know what I did? Just got a random one and took it home because I wasn't gonna leave without a
So
fucking
what you're
snare
saying
stand.
is you lost your snare stand. Okay.
You took
Yeah.
somebody
You
else.
get
Yeah,
stolen
that's
from,
what-
you steal something.
Yeah, fucking.
All right.
Poor points on help.
The views expressed by the guests on Room 6 do not necessarily express. It's all good. How about you? Any dream? Ever lose gear?
Lost. I know that I've left one time. We played this 4th of July show,
It's one time.
Ooh.
and I got really drunk back when I was drinking,
Mhm.
and I left literally everything at the show and just went home,
You're too drunk. You're too drunk when you do that. Yeah.
including my clothes. I was in my underwear.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy.
Fuck that show.
I toast you, but you don't toast with water. You toast. Man,
Wait,
how are you still alive? I swear.
Barely.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you get a ride
Yeah.
home?
Uh,
Or did you walk in your underwear?
Squeaks gave me a ride to his apartment, and then I yelled at him until he took me home.
You yelled at him until he took you home.
Yeah.
That works?
You're like a bad guy, huh?
I was like a bad guy when I was drinking.
Hell yeah.
And
You were
know
there
what?
for it, huh?
You weren't there.
I'm
for
glad you stopped drinking.
Yeah.
Me too.
Damn. Thievery
My
and
body
underwear.
was. My body is thankful that I stopped drinking. as
Yeah.
well.
Wow. You ever lose gear?
No, I've never owned any.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Might want to look into that.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
I don't get paid enough.
Sell the coonskin cap, man.
Oh, I can't. I killed it myself.
You what?
I killed it myself.
Tennessee, right?
Yes, sir.
Tennessee. Appalachia. All right. Last official question.
Mhm.
Maintenance tips. Do you have any maintenance tips? I probably not, but
What do you mean by that?
meaning like, you know,
How to?
if you were giving somebody advice on how to take care of your gear,
We're not the people to.
Give me maintenance tips, bitches.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know them.
right?
We use duct tape.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, a lot
Oh,
of
A lot of
hell
duct tape. Stickers to cover up scratches on our instruments
Why?
because it's better looking with stickers on it than a bunch of gashes and
Just checking.
busted up.
I only said that because you didn't strike me as like, oh no, a scratch might ruin the pristine, you know.
No, I wait until it's like bad before
Yeah.
I start doing that. But yeah.
All right, for the last song of every show, for the last verse, you should just punch the
That's
pickups
what he does.
on your guitar until your knuckles bleed,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll make it sound cooler the next time you do it.
Yeah. We've all bled on our
So you're
instruments,
saying,
I believe.
I think I have.
you're saying,
I
what's the
my
word?
instrument.
Bathe the strings in your blood and
Yes,
Yeah.
it lubricates them.
It
for the next
It
time.
adds,
conditions them.
yeah.
Wow.
You know, they say to, replace your strings before you go in to record. We just sacrifice our blood onto them.
Noise. Or pigeon.
Oh yes, of course.
They brought me a pigeon foot. A legitimate pigeon foot. No pigeons were harmed in the making of this film, but
Beforehand, maybe.
yeah. All right. Seriously, I want to thank you so much for coming, guys. Stick around. They're going to perform a couple songs up in room 6, and you're in for a treat. Definitely go on Bandcamp and find them.
We're also on Spotify.
They're also on Spotify. The Social Set, 500 Days of Bummer. You also have, I think, 3 other albums or 2 other albums.
One other album, and then like an EP.
Oh, EP, right. Check them out. Really good stuff. Fun stuff. And thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it.
Thank
Hope
you.
you had a good time.
Hell yeah.
Stick around. You're about to hear some great music. And we'll see you next time on Room 6. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
I love you.
I love you, bye-bye. I love you, bye-bye.
Goodbye. I love you.
Just like the words unspoken, it's a delicate and let me broken. Now you're watching fall from the ceiling, 'cause my love has lost all its meaning, and I can't find the continuity between the facts and uncertainties. Knowing young's now my best. I need a beer, I need a pen. Bits and pieces of a memory, but it all just seems so blurry. Nights go by long with nothing to be done. As it kicks me out the open door, and I can still see the light gleaming in your eye. I can still feel your hand running up my thigh. That is all dead and gone now. I need to move on and figure out how. feel like I'm losing my time. Like a coal under pressure, waiting to one day shine. Well, I'm going through measures, so you wonder me why. I'm going to stress my own day afraid. Tell myself I do my best, but I'm such a fucking cynic. And my songs are too short, my nights are way too long. I never feel so bored, never feel much like I belong. Now I'm stressed, I'm and I am feeling it. Maybe everyone without me and I'll never do shit.
Done.
Felt better for that.
Thanks for watching. It's good chocolate. I want to thank the Social Set for coming by. It was a great interview, great performance. If you want to hear more from them, click here. If you want to subscribe, click here. Remember to be amazing, Fiddlar, and we'll see you again next time on Room 6.